Hello guys, welcome back to another video. For today I actually wanted to wear the mask during the video, but I noticed that it muffles my speech and kind of makes it incomprehensible. So I'm just gonna keep it here as a little prop right now. So, as I said in the title, I do not like the therian community. And I am not saying that I do not like therians. I do not like the way the community presents itself on the internet. That is what I mean. As a fellow therian, I do not like the way, first off, I have three main arguments. First off, the watering down of what it is like being a therian. Second off, the rules that they are putting on it. And third off, I would like to kind of go to the side and open a little parenthesis about physical therians. So, starting off with the watering down of the term. So, I have seen a lot of videos saying, oh, my therian experience is my legs hurting because I've been doing quadrobics, or my back hurting because I have a bad posture while making masks. And my honest response is just, come on, literally. And this also is intertwined with the whole rules thing. These are the same people that say, oh, you cannot choose your stereotype, you cannot choose whether or not you're being a therian, you cannot stop being a therian, this and that and the other. But then these are the same people that are watering down therianthropy to masks, tails, and quadrobics. There are people who cannot afford masks. There are people who cannot do quadrobics. I personally cannot do quadrobics because I am disabled. And generally because it makes me feel bad. I feel goofy, I feel stupid whenever I do quadrobics. I feel like I look bad doing it, and it makes me very self-aware of the fact that I am not a human, and it makes me just feel worse about my identity. And also, there are just therians who don't want to do quadrobics, because I personally am a shapeshifter, so I have been various animals throughout the years, and it's almost constantly changing. I currently am a swan, and now you tell me, what the hell does quadrobics have to do with being a swan? Nothing. Not all therians are actually animals that walk on all fours. Shocking discovery. Also, again, watering down, also the whole, people think there's only, a few types of stereotypes. No. A stereotype can be any animal, and also talking about the whole otherkin or alter human discourse, you can be literally anything and everything. I currently am under the form of a swan. I am a concept, the concept of transgenderism, and I am a fictionkin, so identifies as a fictional character or a fictional race. I am a fictionkin of SCP-035, which, as you can see, only one of these is an animal. But these people think that being an otherkin is exclusively being a therian, so identifying as an animal, and also believing that there's only a few stereotypes, and it's always just fox, cat, wolf, dog, and other animals that simply are quadrupeds. But people who are not who are animals who do not walk on all fours are usually ignored. Again, birds, bugs, everything, they are underrepresented in the community. Now, going on to the discourse of the rules. This is the stupidest shit I have ever seen. You cannot pick your stereotype. Yes, you can. There is a community of people called other link, which are these people who choose to be a non-human, and they choose what their identity is. And now, just because you chose to be, whether I involuntarily became or whether I chose to be a swan, that does not make me any less of a swan in a human's body. So again, other links are therians. You can choose your stereotype. Second off, the whole you cannot stop being a therian. Yes, you can. As a shapeshifter, I have been pretty much everything, including just a regular human who is not an otherkin. Now, you cannot completely say I have never been a therian. Even if I am under the form of a human being, I still am a shapeshifter on a bigger, in a bigger picture. But you can temporarily stop, or you can temporarily be a therian and then stop being one. Now, going on to the whole physical therian discourse. Oh my god. This is such a boring, repetitive discourse to see. Physical therians are lycanthropes. No, that is not true. A lycanthrope is somebody who believes that they can transform into an animal physically, like an actual werewolf, for example, or any other animal, to be honest. But I mean, it is also called a clinical werewolf or something similar. I mean, a lycanthrope is a werewolf, so we are using werewolves as an example here, but it can be any animal. A physical therian is somebody who desires that they had the body of an animal. I have been a physical therian, but I currently have embraced my human body. So it's you can, physical therians are not insane. They are just people who desire to be animals, and they can introduce themselves as an animal. For example, I introduce myself as a swan because if I am a swan inside, sometimes I want to be one that I want to look like one too. I want to be one too physically. And that is not going insane. That is just kind of normal, to be honest. Most people feel this way. A lot of people feel this way, but they do not identify as a physical therian because of the stigma that has been put around them. Also, I do not like I forgot about this, but I actually do not like the therian community because of their immaturity. Now, this is kind of going off topic, but a lot of therians, especially the more popular ones on the internet, tend to be extremely immature. For example, not being able, always seeing anything that is sexual as disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh no, it's horrible. And it's just an average form of erotic art. Grow up. Genuinely grow up. Eroticism, it's a thing that humans have been doing since the dawn of time. Then also they have a weird humor, an immature human just saying scary, yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying my best to laugh at your jokes. Always this immature humor that is just spamming words and spamming random words. Think this whole random equals funny taken to an extreme ish, taken to the extreme. But after a while, jokes need a structure in a way. They need a meaning. You saying meaningless shit is just not funny. I could go on even more, but I think that it would end up just repeating myself. So in the end, no, therianthropy does not have rules. As long as you identify as an animal, you are a therian, and if you identify as anything else that isn't a human, you are another kin. Yes, you can choose your stereotypes. Yes, you can stop identifying as an animal. No, physical therians aren't going insane. Therians are unfunny, kinda. And therianthropy is not about looks. It is not the consumerist aesthetic that people have made it out to be. So, today's video is ending like this. I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you will be alright. Bye, guys.